I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. So we've been reading about the aftermath of the siege of Jerusalem. Now, our timing is that Jerusalem fell in the 4th month of the 11th year. Gedaliah is made governor, but in the 7th month, so 3 months after the fall of Jerusalem, Gedaliah is assassinated by Ishmael, who takes the women and children captive. Johanan then chases him down, rescues the women and children, but Ishmael still escapes into the land of Ammon. Johanan, scared of what Babylon's retaliation will be, prepares the people to go down into Egypt for refuge. But he asks Jeremiah to ask God what they should do. God tells them, stay in Judah, don't go to Egypt. And now we continue this. Chapter 43. Remember, this is still in the 11th year. This is only a few months after the destruction of Babylon. It's only a few months after the destruction of Jerusalem. So it's not long after. This is still the 11th year. Johanan carries Jeremiah and the remnant of Judah into Egypt. Jeremiah prophesies that Babylon shall conquer Egypt. And it came to pass that when Jeremiah had made an end of speaking unto all the people all the words of the Lord their God, for which the Lord their God had sent him to them, even all these words, then spake Azariah the son of Hoshea, and Johanan the son of Kareah, and all the proud men, saying unto Jeremiah, Thou speakest falsely. The Lord our God hath not sent thee to say, Go not into Egypt to sojourn there. But Barak the son of Neriah setteth thee on against us, for to deliver us into the hand of the Chaldeans, that they might put us to death, and carry us away captives into Babylon. So Johanan the son of Kareah, and all the captains of the forces, and all the people obeyed not the voice of the Lord to dwell in the land of Judah. But Johanan the son of Kareah, and all the captains of the forces, took all the remnant of Judah that were returned from all nations whither they had been driven, to dwell in the land of Judah, even men and women and children, and the king's daughters, and every person that Nebuzaradan the captain of the guard had left with Gedaliah the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, and Jeremiah the prophet, and Barak the son of Neriah. So they came into the land of Egypt, for they obeyed not the voice of the Lord. Thus came they even to Tahpanhes. These men say, go ask God for us. And Jeremiah comes back to this is what God says, and their immediate reaction, you're lying, God wants us to go into Egypt. And they put the blame on Barak, Jeremiah's scribe. So, Barak doesn't like us. He wants us to stay here so that Babylon will kill us all. Barak's in league with Babylon. And you're just doing what Barak told you to. It's a senseless conspiracy theory. There's no reason to believe this. It's just a way for them to justify their rejection of the words of God. And so they forcibly take Jeremiah and Barak and all the people and take them down into Egypt. Verse 8. Then came the word of the Lord unto Jeremiah and Tahpanhes, saying, Take great stones in thine hand, and hide them in the clay in the brick kiln, which is at this entry of the Pharaoh's house in Tahpanhes, in the sight of the men of Judah, and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Behold, I will send and take Nebuchadrezzar the king of Babylon, my servant, and will set his throne upon these stones that I have hid, and he shall spread his royal pavilion over them. And when he cometh, he shall smite the land of Egypt, and deliver such as are for death to death, and such as are for captivity to captivity, and such as are for the sword to the sword. And I will kindle a fire in the houses of the gods of Egypt, and he shall burn them, and carry them away captives. And he shall array himself with the land of Egypt as a shepherd putteth on his garment, and he shall go forth from thence in peace. He shall break also the images of Bethshemesh that is in the land of Egypt, and the houses of the gods of the Egyptians shall be burned with fire. He's hiding the 2 stones in the brick kiln, meaning that when they make their bricks, 2 of the bricks are going to have these stones in it, and these bricks are going to be used to build buildings in Egypt. And this is to symbolize, saying, look, it doesn't matter where these stones go. It doesn't matter what building they're used for. Babylon's going to destroy it. And this is to symbolize the destruction of Egypt by Babylon, which will shortly come. So, I have double-checked my history, and yes, Babylon does enter Egypt. It was Assyria that never actually conquered Egypt. Babylon does conquer Egypt. So we're going to see the destruction of Egypt, because that is the next place for Babylon in its conquests. We have one more chapter in Jeremiah. I will probably read it in 2 parts, so we will see you there, chapter 44.